Welcome back, Sideline Scoopers and Scoopettes, to our game day edition this week. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Connor Thompson.
I'm Ian Hansen.
And I'm Michael Gruninger.
This week, our first topic is girls soccer. Is their clutch factor, like on Monday, going to be crucial down the road in the playoffs?
I definitely think so. They beat LC 1-0 on Monday, and then Bel Pastor scored a goal on a free kick, so that shows that they can be really clutch and win games when it matters.
Yeah, I think the clutch factor in any sport is always a big deal because whether you're behind or tied going to the last inning or the last couple minutes of any game, you always need to be able to pull through as a team. I mean, they weren't able to do that on yesterday or Thursday on against LN, but they played a very aggressive game. The team LN they played really came after our forwards, Rose Kafer and Cassidy Shank, multiple times fouling them and double teaming them all the time. So we couldn't do it in that game, but I think down the road we'll have to step it up and make sure to do that because that's a sectional opponent.
They will.
So will boys tennis continue their winning all the way to a state title?
I think so. I mean, they swept Ben Davis without their top players as they were rested. So, I mean, they have a lot of depth. I think they'll be fine and they'll win.
Yeah, I think they'll at least make it pretty far, third, second, or first. That's how it usually always is. With probably this year, Homestead and Carmel, who they've lost to twice, or they both lost to one time. There's always three really good teams.
Yeah.
It's usually Park Tudor in there as well, so they might be in the running. But I think they'll get very far, if not all the way.
And I think they were going to beat Carmel. I mean, they lost to forfeit because Ian Brady cramped up, which there's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah,
so.
that happens.
Yeah.
I think if they have that clutch factor like girls soccer in those big matches, then they can go up there. So last week, professional tennis player Serena Williams lost a championship match after being deducted points for slamming her racket, and she claimed that the referee was sexist for deducting her points. What do you guys think?
I don't think it's sexist. I think if you throw your racket, I think you should be penalized. I think sexist in sports does exist, but just in that specific situation, I mean, that was uncalled for, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's a lot of things that happens in boys tennis and girls tennis that can't. Like
Right.
boys change, they take their shirts off, dry themselves off. They smash rackets before and not get as much of a penalty. So I believe that in all sports, including tennis, there is sexism there.
Yeah.
But I believe not. I don't think that happened in this case.
Yeah,
it was two girls playing each other,
exactly.
and I think the referee got really mad. Not that she was mad at the call, but that she went against his morals, his authority. She came after him, not his call. Even in baseball games, most umpires would rather you get mad at their call than start insulting them and saying this is not consistent. You're doing a bad job. They're okay if you're getting mad at a call. You can get up in their face at a call, but when you start insulting them, that's when the real problem occurs.
I mean, officials are humans too, so
yeah, everybody makes mistakes.
You're supposed to act professional, but then again, you're going to react. So.
Exactly.
So last week, the boys cross country team had somewhat of a big fight. Do you think this will affect their chemistry?
I hope not. I mean, a fight's never good because it divides the team in two, and you never want a team to be divided, even though cross country is more of an individual sport, as it's the top placers adding up for team points. But still, fight is never good. We never want the team to be divided.
And yeah, I mean, their top runners weren't any of them in the fight, and they got kicked off. So I think if more or less it'll kind of fuel the fire and kind of motivate them to stay focused and get on track.
So a big homecoming game against Carmel this week for football. Do you think they'll end their 13-year losing streak against Carmel?
I hope so. I mean, they've been playing super, super well this year. Liam's been playing great. The defense has been playing super well. I don't think Carmel's as good as they were this year as they've been in previous years. Previous years they've been extremely good, one state. And this is a huge rivalry for us as we really do not like Carmel. I think we'll do pretty well.
And, I mean, we haven't won since, 2005? And been outscored 295-7 from 2009 to 2015. So, North Central will definitely be motivated to come out there and win. And especially after last year's game where, controversial call at the end zone was the deciding factor for the most part. I think they'll win.
So, predictions this Friday. Mike, what do you think?
I'm about to go with something with like the Indy Star said. The Indy Star predicted North Central winning 23-20. I'm going to go that it's going to be 30-23, a little bit higher scoring game.
Yeah, I say it's within 3. I think 27-24 would be a good prediction. It'd be crazy to see a game-winning field goal or something like that to seal the game. So North Central.
I'll go more in lines of like 27-7. I just don't even think it's going to be close, to be honest. I think football's just wipe them out.
And I hope we have a huge crowd there.
Yeah, it
Because
should be
it's
homecoming crowd.
homecoming week. We've had Spirit Week all week, so the theme is Blackout for the Death of Carmel, because we're gonna beat them.
That's right.
For sure.
Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you tune in next week.